This man ran faster than Eliud Kipchoge or any other man in the history of the marathon. Kelvin Kiptum did something that not even Eliud Kipchoge has been able to do, and he is the greatest marathoner in the world. The Valencia Marathon was the perfect storytelling ending for 2022 as multiple records were shattered. By the end of this video, you will see why Kelvin Kiptum might possibly be the future marathon world record holder. New to the channel? Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to be on the lookout for future content. Returning subscribers, welcome back. Now back to Valencia we go. 23 years old, and in his marathon debut, Kelvin Kiptum went into Valencia with a half marathon personal best of 58 minutes and 42 seconds, which he set at the age of 20. The speed has been there from an early age, and 3 years later, he would transition that into the full marathon. 14 minutes and 41 seconds through the first 5 kilometers as the field in the elite men's race was stacked with a ton of guys as Kelvin Kiptum lurked in the back. The pace was 2 seconds quicker than the course record pace of Evan Chebet 2:03 flat time set back in 2020. Around 20 guys remained in the lead group as they would split the 10K in 29 minutes and 16 seconds, with the pace increasing in speed by 5 seconds. 3 pacers led the men through the first half of the race, with the world marathon champion and race favorite Tamirat Tola tucked in right behind him. Kiptum remained in the back, letting the rest of the men do all the heavy lifting as he waited patiently to make his move. 15 kilometers into the race, and the lead group remained strong as the pace remained pretty consistent as the clock ticked 43 minutes and 55 seconds, which meant that they were right on the course record pace. The first 3 5K splits were 14:41, 14:36, and 14:38. The elite men would follow those splits by dropping the next 5K split down to 14:33 as they passed the 20-kilometer mark. 19 men hit the halfway point in 1 hour and 38 seconds, and on pace to break the course record. The pace for the first half of the race was averaging 2 minutes and 56 seconds per kilometer. The Valencia Marathon is known for having a faster second half, and that was going to be put to the test by Kelvin Kiptum. No one would make a move just yet, and Kiptum made it move towards the middle of the pack, getting ready to do something special in the final stages of the race. 2 of the pacemakers would make it through the 25K mark and drop out. 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 7 seconds on the clock, and the pace remained the same, but soon after this, everything would change. The final pacer would drop out of the race in the next kilometer, and the world marathon champion would take over in the race as the leader. One by one, the pack would get smaller as the pace started to get quicker. When the elite men crossed 30 kilometers, only a few men remained, and the pace had dropped down to 14:26, making it the quickest 5K split to this point of the race. 8 seconds ahead of the course record, and now this is the point where Kelvin Kiptum would turn up the heat. Taking the lead and trying to get the other guys to help with the pace to work together, but neither of them wanted to help. Tola would be the first one to drop back from the blistering pace, and Kiptum would start to grow his lead. The most impressive part of his performance would come in the 30K to 40K part of the race. When he reached the 35-kilometer mark, his lead was now more than 10 seconds and only growing. 14 minutes flat as the quickest split of the whole race, and he was now 44 seconds under the course record pace. You could tell this was going to be very special if he didn't blow up in the final kilometers. Kelvin Kiptum was running at a pace that you usually see in a half marathon, not a full one. From 30K to 40K, he would split 28:05 and wouldn't slow much heading into the final kilometers. The pace was so quick in the final stages of the race that sub 2:02 was in his sights. The second fastest half of a marathon belonged to Kipchoge in a time of 1 hour and 33 seconds. Kelvin Kiptum runs faster than the greatest marathoner of all time and goes on to run the fastest marathon debut in history, finishing the second half with a split of 1 hour and 15 seconds. The finishing time of 2 hours, 1 minute and 53 seconds makes him the 3rd man in history to go under 2 hours and 2 minutes in the marathon. 4 men would go on to break 2 hours and 4 minutes, which is only the 2nd time this has ever happened, with the 2020 Valencia race being the other instance. Kelvin Kiptum is now number 3 in the marathon list behind Eliud Kipchoge's 2:01:09 world record, Kenenisa Bekele's 2:01:41, and now Kiptum with his 2:01:53 performance at the 2022 Valencia Marathon. After watching this historic performance by Kelvin Kiptum, do you believe he has the potential to be the world record holder in the future? Don't forget to smash the like button and comment your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.